जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकम्।
పరమహంస నిత్యానంద ఈ శతాబ్దపు మరువలేని పోలికలేని ఒక ఆధ్యాత్మిక శక్తి, ఒక అంతర్జాతీయ సాంఘిక ఆధ్యాత్మిక ప్రభంజనాన్ని స్థాపించిన ఒక అద్భుత శక్తి, వైదిక ధర్మాన్ని పునరుద్ధరించడానికి ఉద్భవించిన ఒక చైతన్య శక్తి. ఆయన అతి పవిత్రమైన తిరువణ్ణామలై క్షేత్రంలో జన్మించారు. ఒక యోగిగా జన్మించి తనలో సహజంగానే పొంగిపొర్లే ఆధ్యాత్మికతను కోట్ల మందికి పంచుతూ స్ఫూర్తినిచ్చే ఒక అమోఘ శక్తి. అతి పురాతనమైన యోగా విద్యలో ప్రావీణ్యం కలిగి ఆధ్యాత్మిక శాస్త్రాన్ని క్షుణ్ణంగా పరిశోధన చేసిన ఒక మహాద్భుతమైన అంతఃప్రపంచపు పరిశోధకులు, ఆత్మజ్ఞానాన్ని ప్రసాదించే గురువులు. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం పరమహంస నిత్యానంద ఆయన జ్ఞానామృతాన్ని, ఆనందం వెదజల్లే ఆయన చిరునవ్వుని, తిరుగులేని ఆయన దీక్ష యొక్క శక్తిని 1 కోటికి పైగా ఉన్న ఆయన శిష్యులకు పంచుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు పరమహంస నిత్యానంద మీరు జీవన్ముక్తులుగా జీవించటానికి తోడ్పడే పరిష్కారాలను మీకు అందజేస్తున్నారు. ఒక మరువలేని ఆధ్యాత్మిక అనుభవం కొరకు మమ్మల్ని వెంటనే సంప్రదించండి.
వందే సనాతనం పుణ్యం నిత్యానందాయ స్వాగతం. సర్వధర్మ ప్రణేతారం సచ్చిదానంద రూపిణం వందే సనాతనం పుణ్యం నిత్యానందాయ స్వాగతం. వేద వేదాంత సంవేద్యం దేవదేవీ స్వరూపిణం వందే వటపలాశిస్థం.
Patanjali is giving us one more chance. He is explaining Abhyasa in a very deep way. Abhyasa, this one word, the whole thing happens with one idea, Abhyasa. Whether it is success in the outer world or success in the inner world, research and development in the outer world or research and development in the inner world, anything achieved needs abhyasa. That is why Patanjali talks about this abhyasa in a very deep way in this sloka. He reduces one full tree to the seed form, and that seed he offers, out of which a whole tree can be created. Or I can say he has reduced the whole tree into a seed, an offering. So he never uses extra words or extra concepts or extra words for the same concepts. It doesn't do all the three, neither extra words nor extra concepts, extra words for same concept. It doesn't do any of this. Minimum concepts and minimum words to express. Here, for Abhyasa, is giving one more chance because we don't catch the truth. See, there are some truths he wants us, we should never miss it. Even if we skip 1 or 2 words, we should not miss it. That's the reason he is putting all effort, more effort on describing Abhyasa. Definition of Abhyasa. Tatra stitau yatnaha Abhyasa. The effort to remain constantly in that elevated state of awareness is Abhyasa. Abhyasa means, if I have to loosely translate, I can say practice. Again and again bringing yourself back to that center. elevating yourself to that higher state of consciousness, centralizing yourself in the truth. He is giving us one more chance and describing it more detailed way, because he wants us to remember this idea, the importance of this idea in your day-to-day life. He is giving us one more chance. I have one story about chance. A convention to prove that accountants are not stupid is set up in a massive stadium. Accountants from all over the world watch as the MC calls up the first volunteer, one senior accountant, and asks him, what is 15 plus 15? After 20 seconds, that volunteer says 18. Everyone is a little disappointed, but all the accountants started yelling. They start yelling, give him another chance, give him another chance. The MC says, well, I guess we can give him another chance. He asks, what is 5 plus 5? After 30 seconds, the volunteer says 90. Everyone is crestfallen. But the accountants again start yelling, give him another chance, give him another chance. The MC says, okay, one last chance. What is 2 plus 2? The accountant closes his eyes after a whole minute. Eventually says 4. MC looks very relieved. But suddenly all the accountants start yelling, give him another chance, give him another chance. So Patanjali is giving us one more chance. Abhyasa, one of our devotee in India, sometime used to come and go to the ashram. I'll describe my experience with him. Then I'll describe exactly what is Abhyasa. Usually I don't see or look into the minds of the people. Only when they ask me to guide them, only when they request me sincerely, Swamiji, please look inside and guide, I try to look inside their mind. Otherwise I never look inside because I respect their privacy. That day, he requested me for some guidance. I told him, all right, give me a little time. I'll just see whatever is going on inside your mind, then guide you. He was in a big trouble. The trouble is,
కల్పతరు అద్భుతమైన ఆరోగ్యాన్ని ప్రసాదించే దీవెనలను అందుకోండి. అన్ని రకాల అనారోగ్యాలకు గల మూల కారణాలను తొలగించండి. మీలోని శక్తిని 1300% పెంచండి. కల్పతరు అనే ఈ ఒక్కరోజు కార్యక్రమం మీ అనారోగ్యాన్ని తొలగించే శక్తివంతమైన కార్యక్రమం. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొని ధ్యానం మరియు దీక్ష యొక్క శక్తిని పొందండి. మీలోని కుండలిని శక్తిని మేల్కొల్పి మీ శారీరక మానసిక ఆరోగ్యాన్ని మెరుగుపరిచే అమోఘమైన కార్యక్రమం కల్పతరు. ప్రతి వారాంతములో కల్పతరు కార్యక్రమం బిడిది ఆశ్రమంలో నిర్వహించబడును. మమ్మల్ని సంప్రదించవలసిన చిరునామా నిత్యానంద ధ్యానపీఠం, నిత్యానంద నగర్, బిడది 562109, బెంగళూరు. ఫోన్ చేయవలసిన నంబరు 095500000550 లేదా 096185191701. మా వెబ్సైట్ www.nithyananda.org.
he was in a big trouble. The trouble is, he was in love with somebody. That person is not looking at him. That person is not giving attention, not giving care, not bothered about him. So it was torturing him. Around 8:30 early morning, he came out of his room and he was around me. I could see very clearly what was going on inside his inner space. He was coming to the temple with me. He was walking with me. After a few minutes, he received a call from his house. He has some difficulty. He has some problem in his house. means the house is going to be taken away by the bank, some serious issue. Suddenly I saw his mind started fighting with that problem. Till then he was fighting with this problem that I am giving so much attention, sending so many signals, the other person is not responding, the other person is not understanding, I really care for her or I really love her. That was the complication going on, means the kind of a conflict inside. Suddenly this conflict took over. I could see very clearly how that whole game of mind is happening. This complication took over. This is a very serious survival issue. So this complication started happening. I saw this, so he completely forgot about her or his love. Everything is forgotten. He is fully busy with this one idea, one concept, that is, he is in trouble and his house is in trouble. The basic things need to be attended. All the complications goes on. He was in tension. And he asked me, Swamiji, how to solve this issue? I very casually said that don't worry, the things will be settled. Some consolation I gave. And maybe after 1 hour, he received a call that problem got settled. Suddenly when he came out of the problem, he felt so relieved. The morning suffocation which he had, the difficulty which he had, constantly he was thinking about, oh, I am giving so much attention to her, she is not caring, that nagging feeling, that feeling completely disappeared in him. I saw he is completely relieved, not only from this problem, from that problem also. When he came out of this problem, not only from this problem, he got solved. He came out of that problem also. I was surprised. How come one problem, if he comes out of this problem, only this problem should get solved? How come that problem is also solved? He is completely clear. Then I saw his mind. I could see his inner space. There was no difficulties. He was in completely peace and rest inside the inner space. If you look inside, you can also see, will be true many times in your life. He got completely relieved from the whole problem. I asked him, how do you feel now? He understood. I am seeing the whole thing happening inside him. Suddenly he said, I also don't understand, Swamiji. Morning I felt so much nagging by that one idea. She is not responding to me. She is not understanding my love. I was suffering. But when I had some survival problem, bigger problem, got disappeared. It was pushed backside. Now when this problem got solved, I thought that problem will come up. Now I will pick up that problem. But it's not happening. Once this problem is solved, I am completely at ease, at peace. I don't know how. The whole thing, every moment, your idea about pain, your idea about pleasure, your idea about joy, your idea about love gets changed. If a new wave comes, you don't know what that new wave will make, what changes it will make inside you. If some other wave comes, you don't know what changes that wave will make inside you. Your mind is not a logical thing. If it was logical, what should have happened after the second problem got solved? You should have started thinking about first problem. But it is not happening. You can see even in your life, sometime when some serious problems comes up and it gets solved, it gets moved, you will see suddenly you are completely relaxed, you are in the restful awareness, you are not bothered about some other problems which you are thinking, which you are contemplating, on which you are working. The big difficulty is you always think mind is logical. Mind is not like a solid ground. It is an ocean. One wave, when it comes, it can clear some 10 problems which was there. Problem can dissolve problems. Wave can move waves. Many times, I can say this is one of the important truth I want to drill.
ఒక అవతార పురుషుని దివ్య సలహాను నేరుగా పొందాలనుకుంటున్నారా? ఇప్పుడు మీకు పరమహంసతో ముఖాముఖి.
Nithyananda here.
పరమహంస నిత్యానంద మరొక్కసారి పోలిక లేని ఒక విభిన్నమైన కానుకను ప్రపంచానికి అందచేస్తున్నారు. ఆయన ఇప్పుడు ప్రతిరోజు ఉదయం ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారమయ్యే సత్సంగంలో మీ ప్రశ్నలకి జవాబు ఇవ్వడానికి సిద్ధముగా ఉన్నారు. ఉదయం 8 గంటలకు మా నంబరు 08027279999కి ఫోన్ చేసే అదృష్టవంతులకు ఆయనతో నేరుగా మాట్లాడే దివ్యమైన అవకాశం దక్కుతుంది. మరియు ఉదయం ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారమయ్యే సత్సంగం ntv.nithyananda.orgలో చూడగలరు.
ఒకే ప్యాకేజ్లో ఆరోగ్యానికి మరియు ఐశ్వర్యానికి సంబంధించిన రహస్యాలను కనుగొనండి. పరమహంస నిత్యానంద గారిచే ప్రప్రథమంగా 2 రోజుల ఆరోగ్యము మరియు ఐశ్వర్యము మీద వర్క్ షాప్. వివిధ రుగ్మతలకు, ఆరోగ్య సమస్యలకు 100% ఖచ్చితమైన వైద్యం. శరీరం, మనస్సు మరియు ఉనికి నుండి అనారోగ్యంను సమసివేయండి. మీ శరీరం యొక్క సహజ మేధస్సు మరియు హీలింగ్ శక్తులను మేల్కొల్పండి. మీ ఐశ్వర్యానికి సంబంధిత విభేదాలు మరియు ఒత్తిడిని అధిగమించే శక్తివంతమైన పరిష్కారం. ఐశ్వర్యాన్ని పెంపొందించే మరియు ఆస్వాదించే రహస్యాలను కనుగొనండి.
Let me tell you step by step how you build the patterns. First, the memory. Morning 7 o'clock, coffee is very nice. After 1 month, it becomes samskara, engram. Morning 7 o'clock, I should have coffee. After 1 year, it becomes muscle memory. Means morning 7 o'clock, if I don't get coffee, I will feel little low mood. I will feel low, feel little irritated.
హుషారైన పరస్పర అవగాహన సెషన్స్ తో పరిపూర్ణ ఆరోగ్యము మరియు ఐశ్వర్యము కలగడానికి రహస్యాల వెల్లడి.
I will have headache. That is biomemory. After 6-7 years or 10 years, really one day you are caught somewhere, you are not able to get coffee and having headache, rolling on the ground. That is DNA level. Now understand how the memory becomes samskara, engram. Engram becomes pattern. Pattern becomes muscle memory. Muscle memory becomes biomemory. Biomemory becomes DNA level pattern.
లోతైన ధ్యానాలు మరియు క్రియలతో మీకు ఒక రూపాంతరమైన ఆరోగ్యమును మరియు ఐశ్వర్యమును కలిగిస్తాయి. దీనికి తేదీ మార్చ్ 31 మరియు ఏప్రిల్ 1, 2012 వేదిక హైదరాబాద్. సంప్రదింపులకు ఈ నంబర్లకు కాల్ చేయండి. 955-00-00-550 మరియు 961-851-9701.
Inside your inner space today, this is one important thing. Problems can wash away problems. What do I mean by this word? Problems can wash away the problems. All your ideas about problems do not have base. It's like a floating. Your idea about love, your idea about pain, your idea about attention, your idea about fear, your idea about worry, your idea about greed, your ideas. All these ideas are all just floating. They are not clearly rooted or hooked or grounded. They are all just floating. One wave is enough. Suddenly you will see so many things which you are thinking can never be removed, just disappears. I asked him, did you imagine the problem which you are thinking morning, early morning contemplating, will leave your inner space? He said, I can never imagine so much. I never imagined. that will leave my inner space so easily, because that was haunting my inner space for quite a long time. That was there in my inner space continuously. So I never thought it will disappear or it will just move out of my inner space. Sometimes problems can remove problems from your inner space. The big wave started happening inside his inner space. Suddenly all the small waves, all the small problems disappeared. If you look inside, actually if you observe how your mind works, if you understand what I said now, this one big problem raising and suddenly all the small problems disappearing, when the big problem is also solved, you are completely in peace. Even the small problems are not there anymore, even though you have not solved it. See, this guy, his only first big problem got sorted out. The small problems did not get sorted out. The second problem is there. That small problem is there. But suddenly it has no power over him. His inner space is not disturbed at all by it. This is what is the base. This is what is the basic understanding which you need to know. This understanding will completely liberate you. Your respect for mind will be lost. First thing you need to know, your respect for your problem should disappear. See, mind, either this way or this way, it constantly creates waves. That is why mind is wavering. It is an action. Mind is a verb. It is an action. Patanjali says very beautifully, it is not a thing, it is an action. Just remember, it is an action and stop it. Nothing else. I told him, now do you understand the value of the mind? Yes, sure, Swamiji. I can never imagine that I can forget the problem which I was having with the person whom I am in love with. He thought, this problem was hunting me for days. I thought this will continue to hunt me for days. But suddenly how this has disappeared. One more important secret you should know. Whenever you go through the basic fears, huge energy from Swadhisthana gets released to take you out of that fear. There is an automatic mechanism inside you. If you go through any pain, after a certain limit, you will fall unconscious because there is automatic anesthetic method. It just puts you in unconscious layer. You will fall into the unconscious, you won't feel the pain. Same way, even fear. After a certain limit, if the fear is too much, there will be huge energy rush inside you. That energy rush is intelligent enough to push all other pains, all other sufferings, all other thoughts, all other problems. Understand the key. First key you need to understand. First truth you need to understand. Your problems are not as you think. They are neither permanent nor impermanent as you think. If you think they are impermanent, they are not impermanent as you think. If you think they are permanent, they are not permanent as you think. Your ideas about your problems are not right. This is the first understanding. The first understanding. Because many times, any other simple problem, you will forget about this whole thing. Sometimes, even very simple problem can occupy your whole inner space. You will forget about an important problems. You are just too busy with the cock and bull stories. And the important things are unattended. It is there lying, unattended. You are just caught with these small things. You are too busy with these small things, settling small things without bothering about the big things happening in your life. Abhyasa means the first thing, understanding problems are neither permanent nor impermanent. Your understanding about the problems are not right. Second step for Abhyasa is
కల్పతరు. మీలోని కుండలిని శక్తిని తెలుసుకోగల ఒక ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమము కల్పతరు. పూర్తిగా ఒకరోజు జరిగే ఈ కార్యక్రమములో ఆరోగ్యకరమైన అద్భుతమైన మార్పును పొందగలరు. అవతారమూర్తి పరమహంస నిత్యానంద స్వామివారి ఆశీస్సులను ప్రత్యేకంగా పొందగల కార్యక్రమం కల్పతరు. కుండలిని అంటే ఏమిటి? కుండలిని అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరిలోనూ దాగి ఉన్న అద్భుత శక్తి. కుండలిని శక్తి ఒక ధ్యానోదయమైన గురుదేవుల దీక్షతో చైతన్యపరచవచ్చు. ఈ కుండలిని శక్తి మీ జీవితంలో అన్ని దశలలోనూ అభివృద్ధికరమైన మార్పులను తేగలిగే శక్తి. అది మీలో ఆరోగ్యాన్ని, ఐశ్వర్యాన్ని, విజయాన్ని, ఆనందాన్ని, ఆధ్యాత్మిక ధ్యానోదయాన్ని కలిగిస్తుంది. ప్రతి వారాంతములో కల్పతరు కార్యక్రమం బిడిది ఆశ్రమంలో నిర్వహించబడును. మమ్మల్ని సంప్రదించవలసిన చిరునామా నిత్యానంద ధ్యానపీఠం, నిత్యానంద నగర్, బిడది 562109, బెంగళూరు. ఫోన్ చేయవలసిన నంబరు 095500000550 లేదా 096185191701. మా వెబ్సైట్ www.nithyananda.org.
Coming back to your center again and again and again. For enlightenment, you need only three things. One, abhyasa. Second, abhyasa. Third, abhyasa. Forget about enlightenment. Even for living an integrated life, all you need is abhyasa. I can say the abhyasa can be understood from two ways. One, by constantly coming back to the center, letting everything else melt. Second, by constantly melting, not letting samskaras gather around you. See, relaxing from wrong abhyasas, resting in the right truth. Relaxing from the wrong abhyasas means you are conditioning. Actually, you can understand abhyasa in two ways. One thing, not letting any abhyasa means practice happening inside you, not allowing any practice. See, all your sufferings are because of your practices. That's the reason. You can see in your life, everything is because of your practices. Man is not just a conscious being. His conscious layer is only one layer. His unconscious layer is 9 times bigger than conscious layer. And his body is completely unconscious. Body is created out of non-voluntary habits, which has become part of your unconscious. Whatever your conscious does again and again and again and again and again, repeating, that becomes body. Anything repeated by your conscious becomes unconscious and becomes your body. You can see in your life. For example, driving. In the beginning, you need to put so much of effort. You have to do this, that, right turn, left turn. For each decision, the brain has to give the command. It has to pass through the hand and it should be executed. But after some time, you will sit in your car, reach your office. Only when you park the car and come out of the car, you will remember, oh God, last 1 hour I was driving. So many decisions you took. Right turn, left turn, stopping at the signal. So many decisions. You are not even aware because it has become non-voluntary action. Part of your unconscious. If you understand abhyasa in this way, if you don't allow any abhyasa, you are liberated. You are enlightened. Means every moment you will be fresh, alive. Your muscles will be so strong, alive. One more thing. Your abhyasa is directly connected to your muscles. Anything you do again and again and again, if it is negative, it weakens your muscles. Anything you do again and again and again with consciousness, it strengthens your muscles. That is why our rishis are saying, the more you age, more strong you should become. More you are aging means more experience in the planet Earth, more experience with your body, more experience with your mind. So naturally you should become more strong and intelligent. But something goes wrong in the whole cycle. Something wrong happens. We start encouraging negative abhyasas, negative ideas, getting stronger and stronger and stronger. See, when I say negative ideas, the unconscious things, they become stronger and stronger and stronger. Unconscious things do not become that strong inside our inner space. Basically, your being, by its nature, wants to be in a restful awareness mood. Being conscious and restful awareness needs a training which is not provided to you by the civilization or the society or the school or colleges. But being unconscious and relaxing into the restful awareness is taught to you by your colleges and universities and schools. By your nature, You want to be in restful awareness.